Standard Archmage. We'll see how many farms he techs with, and this is just straight up Farseer headhunters. No grunt opener. You don't really need a grunt to creep this, and you don't need a grunt to creep this afterwards either if you want to get level 2, so you might as well do a standard amount of peons for your lumber, and don't get that grunt that sometimes doesn't end up being very useful early on. And yeah, he's gonna scout both spawns immediately. He's trying to find them as quickly as possible. Why STARBUCK Orc? I thought he was a human player. He doesn't like human mirror, just like Infi and TH, so he plays Orc against human. And STARBUCK now knows everything. He knows where he spawned, and he knows where the Archmage is. Does not know the amount of farms, which is 2 with no tower just yet. No upgraded tower, so it is a quick tech.
Player's forces are under attack.
Which, when I see this, I think I should creep. We'll see what STARBUCK decides to do. Probably will resummon the wolves and take this in a second. Water Elemental expires, but creeping will start. Wolves zoned out the Archmage. Farseer zoned out the Footman. And now probably he'll just keep creeping. Wouldn't be surprised if he crept all the way to level 3. Headhunter being annoying. Keep an eye on the Archmage's experience. Yeah, look how good this is for STARBUCK. He got the Water Elemental, and Hawk now is going to really struggle to creep this. And in the meantime, STARBUCK is creeping himself. This is really, really good play from STARBUCK. Because even though he doesn't stop this entirely, he slows it down by 10, 12 seconds easily. All while doing this himself. Now STARBUCK cannot build his third burrow or his shop. I don't think Hawk saw that because of the positioning of it. Orc players, that's why you build your burrows back, not in the front. STARBUCK keeps on creeping. He'll probably just continue this trend. As if he can creep the shop, he will. It might be a bit tricky. Don't know what he's doing here. He's just going around to here. Okay, there we go. Hawk continues to pressure. STARBUCK's struggling a little bit to keep these alive. Hawk may get 2 headhunter kills. STARBUCK actually going to come all the way back home now. 1 denied. This one, he's trying to save it. Seems like he will. This is pretty well done from STARBUCK. If Hawk had gotten both headhunters, maybe this would be acceptable for him, but STARBUCK, now he just keeps on creeping to level 3 and looking pretty damn good. TC second, Bestiary, and maybe Troll Regen, I wonder. Where'd that headhunter go off to anyway? Did it die? Maybe he did get that headhunter kill? I think it did die, right? I don't see it anywhere. So yeah, 2 headhunters down. And the creeping continues. Shop only now being built. That just shows the aggression. Oh, no, there it is. And if I couldn't find it, Hawk definitely couldn't find it. Try to creep up to level 3, but this is stealing experience away from the Mountain King in a way. But still having level 3 is going to be nice. I do wonder if he'll go for Water Elementals. STARBUCK doesn't really go for Shamans a lot, but he is this time. Quite terrible items for STARBUCK, but the TC will be tanky. Here's level 3 on the Farseer. Hoping for another ring for the TC. Sells the slippers, and he gets... I can't click on it. Circlet, that's nice. Hawk, I think, was blind looking for... Like, there's a world in which STARBUCK creeps this first with his TC and puts down a really early expansion. Would not be the craziest move, but still valuable for Hawk to get this experience. Farseer getting some clarities, some salves. Finally heals up that headhunter. It looks like we're just going to see a no expo game.
A player's forces are under attack.
Lots of creeping to be done. And Hawk should have just crept this immediately. Maybe he will now. He's just going to push, actually. Probably aware that STARBUCK has to be somewhere on this side of the map right now. What's up, Piazza? 1987. How's it going? Maybe the 20 months? Says no troll can hide from me. Shout out for finding the headhunter. Master of hide and seek. Bolt dodge by the burrow. STARBUCK gonna town portal back. Hawk has to TP. He's gonna lose a rifleman if he doesn't TP right now. Oh, never mind. He actually gets into a position. Okay, one priest goes down. Maybe didn't need to. Speed scrolling in. And TP out now. Burrow does go down. Rifleman luckily gets into range first. Nice little play from Hawk. If only that priest hadn't rallied in and died, it would have been a no unit lost Burrow kill, not to mention all the delay on the economy. And the reposition into the side of the map that has more creeps available. But STARBUCK did get 2 turtles? Yeah, this is his 3rd turtle now, which is huge. And most likely he'll get the 4th as well. Greater heal, greater mana, and wand of mana stealing. Not gonna go for the red. This wouldn't even get him Mountain King level 3 though if he gets it. Probably will, unless STARBUCK just blindly runs there. No, STARBUCK gonna take the shop. Claws plus 12 is pretty good. Of course, the Archmage is mostly an auto attacker. He's went Aura level 2 even, so the claws are always nice to have.
A player's forces are under attack.
The Invis pot, not seen by Hawk, who might be overzealous to chase down these headhunters. He's gonna get caught out by a massive stomp. Oh, it doesn't get better than that. It literally doesn't. Bolt does land and kills the Raider most likely. Clap as well. He's not going to kill the Raider? Gotta finish your food here. Next stomp is also huge. Lightning shield as well. And TC has what, like 15, 16 stomps left with that greater mana? Purge on the MK. Potion of vulnerability necessary. He's only level 2 though. I mean, this is just very, very difficult for Hawk to win. Maybe a huge overextension from STARBUCK, but he has so many consumables he can't really. Not gonna try to hold on, but losing map control at this stage in the game means this camp's probably gone, this camp's probably gone, this camp's probably gone, if STARBUCK plays it correctly.
A player's forces are under attack.
But he's going back to a creep camp that's already stolen, so maybe Hawk's gonna have a chance, at least in the creeping department, to get something done on the map. We'll see how much time STARBUCK gives to him. There's no expo coming up yet. There's a crystal ball reveal. Or, oh no, he's actually got the arcane. I was like, there's no crystal ball in this map. What am I saying? He's got 2 sanctums and he's got the upgrade, which reveals the potential expansion.
Players' forces are under attack.
We're just cleaning up this bottom part of the map. Doesn't clean up the whole red, but STARBUCK prioritizing going for an expansion over really creeping much more. Just going to allow Hawk to get a Pendant of Energy and a Sobi Mask. It's really nice for a Bolt Clap Mountain King. Also, Rune Bracers is good as well. It's going to make him a little bit tankier in the fights. Still some valuable creep camps left, but once those are gone, we have what? The scraps here. Maybe scraps here. That's it. Hawk wants the red. He doesn't want this consumable. He wants the red.
A player's forces are under attack.
Water Elemental, I think, saw. TC's not invisible this time. It's going to be tough for Hawk to stop this from happening, but he might be able to get a good fight. Kodo out of position. Endurance Aura on the ground. Farseer has to use a speed scroll, but now he can't actually use the speed scroll efficiently to get out of here. There's no TP. Kodo's slowed. Raider is dead. Heal scroll used. Is STARBUCK just losing this fight? This does not look like a good fight at all. TC kind of controlled here, but he runs the Rifleman in. Rune Bracer's coming into play. Potion of Vulnerability needed. Drops the Pendant. Uses the Mana Pot. Bolt right after the Stomp, unfortunately. He's kind of just eating these Stomps. What was a good start of the fight is not great right now. Heal Scroll used. Potion of Vulnerability burned. That's all consumables used with that second charge of the Wand of Mana Stealing now. He's just down to the Greater Heal, sorry. He's got one left. Still, the damage is piling on. It was a good fight by Hawk, and it's showing. Even though he ate those Stomps, even though STARBUCK had more consumables, still, STARBUCK's losing most of his army. Greater Heal gone. Mountain King invisible. He's about to have another clap. He's about to have another clap here in a second. No, he uses Bolt instead. And there's nothing to save the TC other than Purge. A little bit of a block there. And this is 1-0 for Hawk. If he can, Bolt from the Fireball of the Archmage. With all that extra added damage. Gets the kill on the TC. STARBUCK just wasn't ready for that Creep Jack, it seemed like. And then his inventory was full, and he had to burn the Speed Scroll just to grab the item because his inventory was full. It was just messy, and it can't be messy in that sort of a positioning up against slow, up against a high-level Mountain King. You got to have everything pre-positioned, and now we're running around the map in circles trying to buy time, but the more time that's bought, the more mana this Mountain King's going to have. Damn, it seemed like STARBUCK had full control of this game. Jesus. Just takes one sloppy fight at this skill level. And the game is lost. And now the Farseer bolted. He's going to be forced to buy a TP, but he buys a potion. Doesn't have the gold for a TP. He could sell Endurance Aura and buy a TP, but he's just dead. And that's 1-0. Yeah, there's no way. And again, STARBUCK struggles in the Grand Finals. He lost last week to Che Miko in this matchup. And Hawk looks like the same build. He won't upgrade this tower, and he'll tech on quote-unquote 2 farms, but it's the cost of 3 farms. Can be countered by STARBUCK pretty much exactly how STARBUCK did it last game, but one bad fight. It's all it takes, man. One bad fight. You can do everything right, and then have a bad engagement, and you just lose. Sometimes the game is that simple. And actually, Grunt Opener into straight harass. But it's a means to an end. He's going to clear the lab, and then if there's no lab, he knows what Hawk is doing, and he'll just start creeping himself. It's a cool little order of things. I like that idea. And if it was lab, you'd have the Grunt, which is an extra unit to pressure the lab. It's a really good opener, actually. Nice idea. Got level 2, and then again goes for the aggressive play. He's expecting STARBUCK to be doing the obvious creep camps. This is a little unorthodox to do first. Very similar to last game. Water Elemental. I'm going to creep this in. If the footmen take too much damage here, they can go to the fountain at nighttime. Hawk forcing the Farseer back. Could also cancel the shop and the 3rd burrow. But more importantly, just forcing some inefficiencies on the side of the Orc. Hey, technically it worked last game. STARBUCK just creeping. I think this is going to be a TP. I don't see a world in which STARBUCK allows Hawk to get out of his base like this. And he did. Okay. He went for the surround, but didn't quite do it. Water Elemental will give a little bit of experience. Footmen are healing up at the fountain, as suggested. And Archmage gives another shot at a surround. This one won't be let slip, but he does have Cloak. Dust will be purchased. Gotta be careful, though, because Chain Lightning. Okay, he tried to secretly dust if he could, but Hawk was ready for it. Hawk also creeping at the same time. Again, he's got the fountain, so he can do this. And even though it looks like he's taking a lot of damage, it's all good. He's got to heal everything up.
Are under attack.
And STARBUCK wasted no time to continue creeping. He's going to go for an immediate expansion, actually. I really like that choice. That's a really cool idea. It feels like many players always think, I cannot build a Great Hall any earlier than Tier 2. But, like, he forces the TP, he's in a pretty strong position, he knows it's never going to get cancelled if he builds it this early, so, yeah, it's going to delay his Bestiary, and delays his TC by, like, 2 seconds, but now the Great Hall will never be cancelled. And, like, what is a Bestiary good for anyway? You're going to have a Raider a little bit earlier? It'll be fine. You'll have it in time. This is a great choice for STARBUCK. Game-winning choice. I see not very many situations where he loses that Expo, but Hawk, without a town portal, without a second hero yet, and with his first rifleman, into a second hero timing, which possibly could be Shadowhunter, just runs straight across the map again. STARBUCK, did he heal up? A little bit. He TP's back. Like, this could be a Shadowhunter, and then the game is just over. It is a TC, but Hawk risking it, and it might just pay off, especially if he finds that Expo. He does lose his rifleman. Kills one headhunter. Another rifleman comes in. Oh, turns around in time. Expansion not found. Spirit Lodge now. Yeah, it was smart, and you're not wrong that it could be, but for the most part, like, everyone's known each other for such a long time, and most people are just playing it for fun, and the prize pool isn't that big, that it mostly self-regulates. If this was a tournament for, like, thousands of dollars, or, you know, if there were players that were known for being toxic or bending the rules as much as they can, then there would be a little bit more discussion, but for the most part, everyone's cool, everyone knows each other. It's all good. It's mostly how we run things. Now, King. It's a big bonus from the experience in that red camp. And look at that expansion. It's already finished. Mountain King level 2, Scroll the Beast. Useful. Not easily dealt with at all in this matchup. Even with Shamans, you're not going to have the mana to deal with it, so it is a good item. Would you prefer a greater mana or a greater heal? Sure, but just makes that camp even more valuable, the fact that you can't really get a bad item. In the case of two players playing multiple races, you generally just get them to blind pick, but also that gets confusing too, because then you get into metagaming. It's kind of a bad situation when that happens, unfortunately. Becomes very toxic very quick.
Forces are under attack.
There's no fair way to do it, to be honest. And you just hope sort of the players self-regulate. And if the players don't, then it's like, okay, I'm going to make a decision that neither of you are happy with, and it's your fault, and that's kind of how it goes. But that's how adminning is. Nice timing from Hawk. How does he know? I think he was going for more of like a cancel or a more standard rifle timing. But this expansion's been up for a while, but still, it just isn't held. Is this 2-0? How the hell do you hold? I mean, he's going to give up the expansion, right? I don't think he can win this fight. He's got a greater heal, push for vulnerability, and heal scroll. Will STARBUCK take the fight? He's running out of time to take the fight. Bolt to delay the stomp. He's just going to kill it and TP out. TP immediately. Just really nice play from Hawk. Really, really nice play. Saves both the Priest with a little bit of micro there towards the end. Okay, the game is not over. But it's not going to be very easy for STARBUCK from here. Killed those 2 peons because he actually built extra peons. Re-expands right away. And that was without level 3 Mountain King. STARBUCK knows it as well. STARBUCK knows if they actually fought normally, he would probably win. But up against the Scroll the Beast and the Militia, and with the expansion just finishing, he couldn't win that fight. But like now, without a Scroll, when he's still got the consumables, he's got the hero level advantage. Oh yeah, he can win a fight. But Hawk should not give him the fight. Hawk's in a great position if he just waits. But he is calling Militia. He's close enough to home that he's willing to fight with the Militia. No consumables for Hawk, other than a town portal that he repurchased. And STARBUCK just trying to buy time for his expo. But it's going to be a while. Everyone knows it's going to be a while. PC bolted again. Sort comes in to get the slow right away. This is just good play from Hawk. Chain Lightning. Does go to STARBUCK. Footman would be really annoying, but the tower already built. STARBUCK just buys as much time as he can and then backs away before he, gets in a scary position without a speed scroll, by the way. He has no real way out. Similar to last game, really, at the red camp. Will go to Hawk now. He gets Rune Bracers again. It's okay. A little bit of hit and run starting. Maybe a Zeppelin could be purchased. Did get an Invis Pot and a Town Portal. Presumably to take a fight, but the TP makes me a little bit worried. Invis means I want to engage with Stomp. TP means I want to hit and run. So I'm getting mixed signals here from STARBUCK, but maybe a Zeppelin could buy him the amount of time that he needs. He's also getting reinforced defenses for the tower and for the burrows if the main base is hit. The only problem is he doesn't have a burrow at the expo, so if Hawk just runs past the tower, kills all the peons, it's going to be pretty good for him. Ward here sees everything. It's so unfortunate, actually, for STARBUCK there's a ward, because Hawk just knows. Does STARBUCK know that Hawk knows, however? Positioning at the fountain. And again, he's got a TP, so he's just buying as much time as he can. Oh, never mind. He's TPing back immediately before he loses anything to the bolt. TP's back home. And STARBUCK has already broken upkeep. He's got units waiting at home for him. Got double heal scroll. STARBUCK should be prepared. I think he's bought the amount of time that he needed to win this fight, but it can all come down to micro. We saw that last game. 56 against 69.
A player's forces are under attack.
It's got a ward realizing, or as a witch doctor realizing that Invis is being used. Which Hawk might not be ready for. And still, he's buying as much time as he possibly can. Why not wait for this extra grunt before fighting? There's the speed scroll in. Invis TC. And Stomp hits everything again. I mean, it would take a huge fumble here to not win in the base. With a level 4 TC now. Kodo. One of them died. The other one actually microed against pretty well. Clap is landing huge. I mean, Hawk is doing a lot of good things. Instant Dispel on the Lightning Shield. Evades the next stomp pretty well. Wait a second. Is that double heal scroll used just yet? No. Only one heal scroll has been used now by STARBUCK. Next clap is big. Next stomp also nice. Push and vulnerability going to be needed on both heroes, really. Invis used, TP burned. Maybe another clap. But how many units actually died for STARBUCK? He only used one heal scroll. Looks like both players kept a lot alive. Worth saying that Hawk will recover easier from the fight. AoE healing, Priest, Brilliance Aura. STARBUCK needs to get to the fountain, pretty much. But this fountain hasn't been crapped. Heal scroll purchased again, and Hawk realizes he can go right away. Can the creeps be aggroed? If so, this fight would be horrific for STARBUCK. And realizing that, he gets out of there. It's almost daytime as well. Breaker positioning is pretty good. There's going to be a bolt in a second. Clap used. Actually uses the invul pot to try to preemptively dodge, but those players now invulnerable for a second. The clap is good. Oh, STARBUCK, are you losing this fight? Look at the supply. It's dropping for the Orc. Clap again. Mana pot is still available for the Mountain King, and a heal scroll push and vulnerability is available for STARBUCK, or for Hawk rather. Bolt now on the TC. STARBUCK, how's he not winning these fights? Feels like he should.
A player's forces are under
This feels like he did everything right this game, and still he's losing. Feels like he did everything right last game, and then he got caught out of position and just died. Someone tell me the mistakes from STARBUCK. Is Hawk just playing out of his mind? Has it been weak micro? What has it been? So all of a sudden, 62 versus 67, and no heal scroll for the Orc. Was it items? It can't have been items. Find me the mistakes, everybody. It's gotta be micro. Hawk's just gotta be microing out of his mind. Does he have triple Arcane Tower? Oh my god, he is not allowing himself to be hit and run. He is not at all. Now the breaker wall is pretty damn good. Clap landing good. And he's going for the hero focus, the Hail Mary. If he can force a hero kill, he can hold his expo, and then he can win this game. But he's got no stomp on the TC any longer. This is 2-0. This is Hawk winning. Kodo's trying to get a Devour. He gets back to the shop. He can get potions now. Both on the Kodo. One of them gets the Devour at least. TC comes in. Mana pot. Is there a shop here? Where do you get the Mana pot from? I'm not sure. And all the peons have been killed. The Expo has to be given up again. I don't think STARBUCK has to call it, but he does have to give up the Expo again. That's all he's got. That's the only play. And the issue is he gives up the Expo. He's got to give up the Fountain Creep. When does it get better? It doesn't. It's just 2-0. Hawk just wins. STARBUCK loses 2 weeks in a row. Who would have thought a world existed? Hawk with the 2-0. Very well played to both players. I mean, again, like I said, it's hard to spot too many mistakes from STARBUCK other than some micro errors, and Hawk still wins. So you gotta say, very well played.